Back to the fabulous Fox After Breakfast apartment here at 212 Fifth Avenue in New York City with Tom Bergeron, Dr. Ruth Westheimer, and Howard Stern and the terrific cast of Private Parts. Back to you, Tom.
I was listening to Howard's show this morning. It's Monday as we tape this, and you sounded a little jealous.
You know, someone once said to me, you know, the movie Private Parts is about the fact that a lot of it has to do with my relationship with my wife. And here's this wonderful woman who toured the country with me. And she certainly married me when not too many people were interested. In fact, no one was interested. I was pretty hard up. So here's this wonderful woman who goes around with me, and then when I start to realize my radio dream, I reveal our sex life on the air, I reveal the fact that she had a miscarriage, and she gets pretty angry with me, but I think that when you leave the theater, you understand why we love each other. We both have a pretty good sense of humor and make each other pretty happy. So
check this out. I mean, Allison is looking good, and she's sort of in your turf, you know, surrounded by gorgeous models. Look at this, huh?
Good for her. What is good for her? I want to know what's going on in this picture here.
This one here?
Yeah, well, I'll show you which one I mean. This one. Who are these guys? What is going on? You know, what's really funny about that is people have said to me, well, how would you feel if your wife had a radio show and she just revealed everything about you and gave her beat on everything? And I said, I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it very much. I don't think I could handle it. So she's a real good sport, and this was her reward. She got to be a Marie Claire. She actually liked doing this.
Well, I would think so.
And she comes home, all these really hot guys were all over me, and I'm just like you now. And I said, oh, great.
Yeah, but you did sound a little put out, just a little bit.
I was a little put out, yeah. I'm the one who's supposed to be doing that stuff. So, no, she had a good time doing that. You know, she had some fun, and what the heck? She has to get out of the house once in a while.
How did she feel about Mary McCormick's portrayal of her?
She loved her portrayal. As a matter of fact, I took Allison to see the movie about 4 weeks before it opened, and we just sat there together and watched it. And she cried a little during the movie because it was her life up there. And it is rather a touching movie. I know people, you know, tune in and say, this guy made a touching movie, but there is some touching elements in there. And a lot of women have said to me they cried at certain points in the movie. I invited Conan O'Brien to the premiere, and he said he heard weeping. He turned around, it was his girlfriend. He goes, are you crying during a Howard Stern movie? What's with you? But Allison was really touched by it. I have to tell you, the section around the miscarriage, which most people as an isolated incident say, this is the devil who would do this on the air. Right. When you put it in the context of what you thought Allison's reaction was at home, I'm almost going to say it makes sense only to Howard Stern, but I mean, it does in that context. And actually, it made sense to me. I didn't do it to hurt my wife. I talk about her miscarriage on the radio. I really thought genuinely, because of the night before, that my wife would get a kick out of it in some way and think that it was funny. And I misread the situation, but I had this horrible compulsion to talk about everything in my life. The thing that made my radio show a success, I believe, is not necessarily how funny it was, but how honest it was. So that honesty sometimes interferes with your personal life. Did she really compel you? I mean, the movie makes it seem as if she was the one who first said, no, what made me laugh on the air was when you were honest that time. My wife was great with me. She would, I mean, I would come home and sometimes think something was great, and she'd say, no, it was the little moments that were great. You know, no, she was a very good critic of mine. She really listened to the show, and she always was tuned in and would sort of give me some feedback. So the movie is really true. It's about these two people who fall in love and go on the road with this entirely bizarre radio program that I was involved with. And, of course, it's a pretty good business story, too. I mean, the fact is that in order to keep this show on the air, I mean, the first time I did Lesbian Dating Game on the air, I can't tell you the repercussions. I mean, I was really dragged into the general manager's office. You can imagine. It's like if you played the Lesbian Dating Game on this show, you know, Rupert Murdoch would smack you around. You don't go for that. Or ask for a phone number. That's a church-loving man. So, you know, he's a real good Christian. So the thing is that, Anyway, so the thing is that I wanted to show all of that. I wanted to show my career path. I wanted to show these general managers and program directors who all knock our dreams. I mean, I know you know as someone in broadcasting, whenever you have a good idea to do something and you go to your boss and you say, hey, I'm going to do this, there's always some guy who's going to step on you or tell you you're horrible on the air.
We've all had a pig vomit.
We've all had a pig vomit. Pig vomit was I named him Pig Vomit. And believe me, even calling my boss Pig Vomit on the air had repercussions. So it's been a wild career, but I've heard from a lot of broadcasters and people in business who say, you know, I have a pig vomit in my life. And it's sort of like a Rocky story. We're all in this 12-round fight with our boss.
Let's start bringing some of the gang in. First, can we eavesdrop on how Dr. Ruth is doing with the actual counseling she's providing with both the radio side? Oh, it's going very well.
Let me see that.
Jackie and Gary and Fred. It's going good.
That's beautiful.
Welcome to our
They're not kidding around.
No kidding. Make sure we get security nearby. guy, just in case. And when we come back, we finally talk to the other woman in your life, you call her, Robin Quivers, with Howard Stern, when we come back.
All right.
There she is. What's she drinking? Better be strong.
They've eased up on her now.
Stern is actually secretly a very nice, gentlemanly guy. Don't let him kid you. It's all an act. Well, a lot of it's an act.